Hello everyone and welcome back to another IronCAD video. Today we'll be going through a Too Tall Toby modeled dated 250204, this X desk. So looking at this model, it's actually an assembly of various different parts, as we can see here from the bill of materials. But putting it together will be super simple in IronCAD, as it's just simply some extrude blocks and a few cuts here, and then changing some of the match face, the surface faces on this side X profile. So we'll get started. So we'll start with adding an extrude block. Make sure that you're in the correct units. We're in inches, pounds. Go to the top view and we'll adjust. So the total length is 54 inches. The total width itself is 24 inches and the total depth is 3/4 inches. So we can adjust this to be 0.75. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to add the bottom parts here. So in IronCAD, we can add the bottom parts by simply right-clicking, dragging the extrude block over, and drop as innovative part. So we'll adjust this to be the same as the width, which is 24. So holding shift, snap this here. Oops, I'm grabbing the wrong handle. This handle will go here. So we'll fix the depth to be 0.75. And then we'll grab the width, which is the green handle. 1, 2. Bring this over to this side. And the total width of this here will be a total dimension of 7. Okay. And then what we'll do for the other side is we'll just mirror everything over afterwards. And to help us identify which one is which, we'll go to the catalog and we'll adjust the color. So for the top one, we'll put a plywood, and then the bottom we'll put like a brown. Okay. So next, looking at the next part that needs to be added, we have the 2 middle shelf that needs to be added. So we'll go in to starter, we'll right click, we'll add another extrude block, drop it as an innovative part. So the total length of this part itself is 16. So it'll be 16 here. And the total width of this part is 5.5. Okay, and the total depth of this part as well is 0.75. But what we're going to do is we're going to open the tri-ball. We're going to select this part by opening the tri-ball, and we're going to center it with this part here. And then we're going to bring it down from this bottom face to the top face, which is selected with the tri-ball. It is 9.25. All right, so we now have this. We'll add a color. Let's see, let's make it orange. Okay, next what we'll do is we'll add the second layer, which we know from here, choosing the bottom face down to the next bottom face, which we see is also 10. So we'll right click and drag, copy here, and make this to be 10. All right, and then next what we'll do is we have to create the total bottom plate for the table, which we know for this, from the very top of, or from the very bottom of this section to the very bottom of the plate, it'll be 30. So we'll bring this down 30, right click, copy, that's 30, which will then give us a total height from here to here is 31.5. Let me make sure to adjust each. It should be 31.5. So let me make sure to double check and adjust each. All right, so this would be 31.5. All right, so next what we'll do is we'll go in, we'll add in the X profiles on the side. So adding these profiles can be a little tricky. However, there's an easy tool that we can use to do so. So we'll right click and we'll bring out the extrude block as an innovative part. Once again, we will have this go all the way down to both sides. We'll snap it there. We'll bring this down to this side, and then we'll also bring it in to be 0.75. And what we'll do is we'll bring this all the way to the top here. So this should be flush on this side here. And what we'll do is to help create that X profile, as we go to the left side, we'll go to our catalog. We'll go to advanced shapes. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll go to shapes here. We'll bring out a rib. We'll add the rib in here. And we'll adjust. So we'll flip the rib to be 90 degrees going down for this side. All right, so it's 90 degrees. Oops. Okay, so it's 90 degrees here. We'll grab the tri-ball. We'll bring it up to this face. Bring the tri-ball out to this corner. We'll bring it. We'll bring it over to this corner. Let's do like this. All right. Okay, so now that it's in the corner, we'll adjust this rib to come out to be 16 to help create the X profile at the top, and then we'll bring this down all the way to the bottom. And then what we'll do is we'll grab this width. Let's do like this. To the bottom face, we'll grab the width handle. We'll bring it inside, just like this. And then what we'll do is we'll right click, we'll edit the feature option, and then we'll simply go into the feature option. Instead of add material, we'll select remove material, which will then create this geometry here. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So we can take the rib, go to tri-ball, we'll go halfway, and then we'll mirror. Copy. And then what we'll do, we'll take the mirror, we'll take the tri-ball, and then we'll flip it 180 degrees. Yes, 180 degrees. Bring it to this corner, and then we'll bring it down, just like so. Next, what we'll do is we'll take this here, come back, we'll mirror it once again, copy. We'll take this point and we'll come to the front view, drag it to this corner, and then remove. So then we'll get the X in the desk. So what we'll do now is we'll take this point, only these different parts, open the tri-ball, and we'll go to the halfway point of this top desk face, and we'll mirror, which will then give us this formatting here, this geometry here. Lastly, what we'll do is we'll create this backing plate. So we'll come to the front view, we'll add an extrude block here as an innovative part. We'll bring this face down, we'll bring this part down as well. So we want to be able to create it so that it comes and links up with this face here. Let's see. Okay, there. And then we'll have it to where it comes up to here as well. Good. Have this come up just to be here, so that we'll get this end. So looking at this face, or this point handle, from this point, it should be 6.25, like so. And this one here should also be 6.25. 6.25. All right. Next, what we'll do is we'll add another extrude block here on this face. We'll bring this down, and we'll actually bring it through to this point so that it can match. Then we'll bring it down. We'll bring this down as well. So the total length of this should be 52.5, just like so. Next, what we'll do is from this handle to the top of this should be 10, just like so. Make sure to bring and center this to make sure that everything gets centered. So we'll move this to the center, like so. So that it's centered. We'll double check to make sure this is the correct length, 9.25 with the 0.75, 10. Okay, good. All right, so now what we'll do is we'll take this point here, because it's supposed to be from this face to this backside will be 4. So we'll move it over a little bit, but we'll adjust it from this point to be 4, like so. And then what we can do is we can add some color to these points here. It should be okay. So this is our part. And we'll need to go to the properties. But before we go to the properties, we'll make this an assembly. Then we go to properties, click, go to update, and here is your mass. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.